Welcome to the Phantom Odyssey. Join us on our voyage through media. As we hold up, Kane not here. All right, I think I know how to fix this. All right, Phantom Knots, Phantom Knots, Phantom Knots.
Whoa, hey, welcome to the Phantom Knots Odyssey. Join us on our voyage through media as we explore the different fandoms. I am your captain, Christian Kane.
And I'm your captain, Markel Fennell. What's up, man?
What's up? How you doing? You ready to get started for this movie?
Let's dive into it.
So, name of the movie, BeetleJuice, BeetleJuice. Already? How you feel about that title?
I like it. It fit into the lore. It's perfect.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a clever way instead of saying Beetlejuice 2.
Exactly. If they make a 3, please God, I hope it's the same formula.
Would you think it should be Beetlejuice, BeetleJuice, BeetleJuice? If they do a third movie?
Yeah. What?
Or should there be no? Do you think there even should be a third movie? You shouldn't say his name 3 times.
You shouldn't say his name.
So do you break that rule and make a third movie and label it like that?
Yes. Just because of that rule, I think it's perfect.
They should break it
to making a third movie.
Yeah. No, it's fair enough. Okay. Ready for some taglines?
Hit me.
All right. Okay. Not starting off super hot. So we got BeetleJuice, BeetleJuice. The wait is almost over.
And I'm good.
Yeah, that's not. I don't think it's a tagline. I feel like it's more of like a teaser, maybe. Like, oh hey, this movie that's like over 30 years old, it's coming or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Actually, no, maybe not. Okay, I'm looking these over to see like which one is gonna like hit you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start going with these. So BeetleJuice, BeetleJuice, you've waited an eternity for this.
Nah.
BeetleJuice, BeetleJuice, the ghost with the most is back.
That's the most. Yeah, that's the most obvious. Tagline. Yeah.
This one.
Okay.
BeetleJuice, BeetleJuice, I dare you to say it a third time. How about that one?
I kind of like that one.
Okay. This one's not going to be as good. BeetleJuice, BeetleJuice, worth the wait.
Did you just tell me that one?
It was the wait is almost over. This one is worth the wait.
So they just ran out of taglines.
Honestly, yeah, the taglines don't seem like they're that amazing. But yeah, I think for me, I dare you to say it a third time. That one's actually not too bad.
I'm telling you, if it fits into the lore, and I'm a lore person, I like lore. Perfect. Okay. But also the second one, the other one you gave me, the juices. What was the other one?
It was the
behind that one.
Behind that one, the ghost with the most is back.
I kind of like that one too.
Like the ghost with the most is like a thing that he's said before, but like
right. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That one's maybe
close
second place. That one's. Yeah. All the other ones are like the wait time's almost over. It's like,
exactly.
They're not taglines. It's more of like just like a little teaser tagline, like, oh hey,
right. A person at Comic-Con telling you all this stuff.
Yeah. So nothing too crazy. With that being said, so director Tim Burton back for the sequel, so that's good. A quick question: did you watch the first movie like prior to watching this one, or were you just like, I'm good, I know, I got it memorized?
So dude, I can tell you right now, I haven't fully watched BeetleJuice as a child. Only watched parts of it, right? That whole little scene with the there you me say that. I seen that. Yeah. I seen the snake somewhere, but beside that, it's like pieces of it. So to answer your question, I watched this first. I watched the new movie first, and then I went back and watched the old movie, the entire old movie
thing.
Yeah.
So you watched it backwards.
I did watch it back. But I still
shame on you.
Man, I wasn't really worried about no BeetleJuice. But let me ask you something. What were your appeal to this movie? What brought you what made you want to watch this movie, the old movie, not the new movie? What made you watch the old movie?
That is honestly a good ass question. I don't know what brought, like, I don't think I watched BeetleJuice as a kid. I think I watched it when I was older. Because there was a phase in my life where I was like, oh, dude, I'm like finding like old school movies like 80s. And I was like, oh, I want to like discover these movies and like, because I was liking them. Like one of the first 80s movies that I was introduced to was Weird Science. So yeah, did I tell you that?
You did tell me that.
Yeah. So for everyone else, when I was younger, my dad was military, and sometimes I would go with him on base while he was like at work, and I would kind of be in this like lounge area with like a TV and like a VHS player or whatever. And there was only like two movies, at least two that I was interested in. And one of them was Weird Science. And the other one was Monty Python and the Holy Grail is what I think it was called. Those are the only two movies that I could watch. And I think my love for the 80s, I know Monty Python, I don't know what year that one is, but the Weird Science one got my attention. So then I slowly expanded over time, and I found BeetleJuice. To answer your question.
Interesting. Because when I was a child, I really had no, I saw some cool scenes and stuff from there. Yeah. But even looking at them scenes, I really wasn't interested or maybe attracted to the movie, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I might have heard that it was good. And so that, like, my research led me to it, maybe. Like, top 80s movies or something. Okay. And plus I also like unrealistic movies. The movies about, ghosts and demons and, basically this like, it's like super like fantasy with like the,
Tim Burton-esque.
It's a Tim Burton movie.
Yeah.
So it's like if you were to watch like The Nightmare Before Christmas or something like that.
Right. Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah. So yeah, there's like
which I had to watch that one before I watched BeetleJuice. So
yeah, I think I've seen that once. So, but like that doesn't have the same. Yeah. I like the more like magical or like I don't want to say cartoony, but like maybe a little bit cartoony.
Yeah, so, they're almost definitely with the sandworm. Yeah. Yeah,
the sandworm. Yeah, the sandworm's all like claymation or stop motion. So
yeah.
So not bad though. Before we get into that though, real quick, with Tim Burton in mind, I'm sure you've seen his movies. I feel like probably everyone knows who Tim Burton is.
Of course.
Obviously, these aren't going to be his only projects. I've seen way more than this. Right. We just talked about it. Edward Scissorhands. That's 1990. He produced that. Corpse Bride. You ever see that?
Of course.
I love that one.
Yep. Same.
Don't know if this is on the more popular side. I think I've seen it. Frankenweenie. That was in 2012. It was another Did you watch it?
Stop animation. I didn't watch it. I think
it was black and white. It was a black and white movie.
Yeah, I didn't. I seen the trailer, seen the marketing, didn't watch it though.
Yeah, no. I think I saw it once. Nothing crazy. Sweeney Todd. You ever see that one?
I haven't seen that one.
That one's interesting.
Say the one that we all thinking, man. Not bird. It's a
Crow? Or what? No, not a bird. Hold on. What movie are you talking about? Wait.
You don't know.
Dumbo.
I'm gonna beat you. The Batman.
Oh my god, you're talking about that movie? That's crazy, bro. Yes. Was that the first one?
Michael Keaton. They played. This is second time doing this. Yeah. Batman definitely came before BeetleJuice. Yeah. So yeah, this is second time working together.
Batman.
Run them hands.
1989.
1989.
Yeah, 1989. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, you're right. Tim Burton. Yeah, dude, I have not seen that movie in a long time.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I know Michael Keaton was Batman because we saw him in the Flash movie, coming back. That's right. That movie was Tim Burton.
It was.
You got me there. I forgot about that one. Not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah. So, in general, I think we all know a lot of his projects. He's popular. So
Very
I think that's fair
director.
to say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. So obviously, this movie just came out. It's 2024 as of recording. So let's go ahead and look at the budget. If this is accurate, you might find this pretty interesting. So, estimated budget, if accurate, 100 million. That's a pretty big, beefy budget.
Yeah.
With that being said, it just came out. You know that. It's only been like 3 days, 4 days, or something like that.
Yeah.
As of right now, opening weekend, US and Canada, it's at 110 million. So
Damn.
They've made their budget back opening weekend, is what this is saying. It says gross worldwide 145 million. So yeah, so they basically have made 45 million above the budget.
Yes.
If these numbers are accurate, that's already pretty damn impressive. Mm-hmm. So I mean, 100 million budget is like already, that's like a crazy amount.
Right.
But I mean, they made it back opening weekend. That's pretty good.
The movie speak for itself. Like, this is a cult classic, a iconic movie. You know, like literally, I went to the movie theater. I really want to know your experience in the movie theater. Some dude basically had the same suit you had on with the makeup and everything.
Oh,
his girlfriend was dressed up like Layla. What was her name?
Oh, like someone from the first movie.
Yeah, the main girl who can see the ghost.
I forget her name.
Yeah. But like, people love this movie and stuff like that, which is why I wanted to ask you, what attracted you to this movie?
Lydia, by the way.
Lydia, something with an L. But yeah, I was like, this is.
When I went to go see it, I saw 2 people dressed up, not like full like makeup, but I did see people that had like striped black and white clothes. And there might have been someone who was, I don't think it was a wig. I think they had their hair dyed green, but no makeup. So, but I think I saw at least 2 people that were, I think it might have been one girl and I think a guy. I think it was, they weren't together. They were like separate people. So, but yeah, I saw a little bit.
I mean, but hey, the money speaks for itself. Like, the people love this movie.
No, definitely. There's a fan base, and honestly, I think people are. I mean, I think Tim Burton's always been kind of popular.
Yeah.
But no, that's good. I think it was.
Question.
What's up?
Is The Night Before Christmas a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie?
Both.
You only pick one. I don't stand for that bullshit.
What's a Halloween movie? It's gotta be, or maybe it is. Is it a Christmas movie? Like literally, like the main, like focus of the movie is Halloween, and they like dabble in Christmas.
So what you're telling me,
dude?
Think hard now.
That's tough. Okay.
So the only one right answer.
Oh God. All right, hear me out, because I don't know what your answer is. Hear me out. I think that there's already so many Halloween things, like, Halloween movies. What if it's a Christmas movie that kind of brings over Halloween, so like Halloween people could like have something to watch during Christmas? It's got Santa Claus in it. That's a
very communal type of answer. I really like that. You're really looking out for people, stuff like that. But you're wrong. Okay, it's a Halloween movie.
Okay,
all right.
Halloween is what you're okay. I can understand that. But when have you ever seen, Santa Claus in a Halloween movie?
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, because here's my question. Because I know there's probably gonna be like people.
The Krampus.
Okay, but not question. Because I know there's probably gonna be people in the comments, or they'll like someone's gonna say something.
They can fight me.
Whenever they not for you, but for me, like there's been Santa Claus in horror movies. Are those Halloween movies, or are those Christmas movies that are just scary?
If it's all right, if like this,
do horror movies belong in Halloween?
This is my process. If it's majority in that holiday, it is a
like that holiday.
It is that holiday. So I believe so. So yes, Day Before Christmas, or whatever it's called, it was in the Christmas holiday thing, but it was majority in Halloween Town. Halloween all town, all around.
Because then I was trying to think of the music too, like you know, this is Halloween. This like okay, that's a Halloween song. But then like, what about that freaking song where he's like, "What's this? What's this?" There's magic in the air, like when it's snowing. I'm like, that sounds kind of Christmassy, but
if you want to be fair, it's both. It's both. But I'd be damned if I watched that bitch on Christmas. You feel me?
I think I could actually. I think it's a fun movie.
Interesting. Okay. I feel like more watching now on Halloween.
Just oh my god, it's actually tough. I'm not gonna lie. I know you're saying choose one. In reality, I think it is like super tough because like you could definitely watch it on Halloween, but it's got Christmas themes and like Halloween kind of like like this is Christmas. I've never experienced it before, dude. That sounds like a fucking Christmas movie to me.
Okay.
But I get what you're saying. Majority of it is Halloween. Yeah.
A little fun debate. Yeah.
I'll agree with you. It's majority of it's Halloween. Probably if it has to be one or the other, Halloween is probably what it will have to go in.
And the same question you said for Santa, you could say the same thing for the Boogeyman. When the last time you seen the Boogeyman in a Christmas movie? You know what I mean? Right. So
you right. Yeah, Boogeyman is Halloween. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So I didn't read this yet. I'm gonna go ahead and read it just to kind of see how this sounds. This is just the synopsis for the newest movie. Before I do that, first movie, just to breeze over it real quick. So we all know, I think it was actually pretty simple. You have the couple, I think they were the Maitlands is what they were called.
Yeah.
Literally, beginning of the movie, they die, become ghosts. And with them being dead, people are trying to move into their house and basically kind of do what they want with it. They want them gone because they like their home. So now their goal is to get rid of them. In comes BeetleJuice to try to help out. Bibbidi bobbidi, he's over here causing fucking, chaos. Mix in a little bit of a little wedding thing going on. That's the gist of it. It's really just kind of getting rid of the people in the house is what I feel like it is.
Right.
Does that sound fair to you?
No, you're spot on, I believe.
Yeah. So now, with this one said, I'll go over if I have any like different thoughts. I'm going to read the synopsis for this movie. So, after an unexpected family tragedy, 3 generations of the Dietz family return home to Winter River. That was the place in the first movie. Still haunted by BeetleJuice, Lydia's life is turned upside down when her rebellious teenage daughter, Astrid, discovers the mysterious model of the town in the attic, and the portal to the afterlife is accidentally opened. With trouble brewing in both realms, it's only a matter of time until someone says BeetleJuice's name 3 times, and mischievous demons returns to unleash his very own brand of mayhem. That's not too bad. I think I can roll with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it gives like a general... It doesn't give too much details, but it's kind of like a generalization.
Right.
So, because the reality is, yeah, the Dietz family, most of the people from the first movie return. They're coming back for a funeral, right? The husband, Charles, is dead. So they come back to give him a burial, basically at the home that they were in the first movie.
Right.
Then, with that being said, you have like things like BeetleJuice's ex, pops in, to try to like, hunt down Beetlejuice. And I feel like, I don't know. It kind of like goes all, I don't know if you thought about this. I feel like it kind of goes all over the place with the different storylines
Yeah.
Like Beetlejuice's ex pops up. Astrid, that's the daughter. She gets into that little thing with that boyfriend who's also a ghost.
Yep.
And he's trying to like swap places with her. So that's also going on.
Yep.
The wife, not Astrid's, not Lydia, but like her mom is doing that, like, you know, the
wedding.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Lydia's doing the wedding, like with her weird boyfriend.
Yeah.
And then her mom, I forgot her name, is like trying to like do
Delia?
some weird thing with maybe, but like she's trying to like not like give like a burial thing with Charles. And then she gets sucked into the afterlife and tries to find him. There's so much going on, bro. It's a lot.
Bro, it really was like watching the second one, right?
Yeah.
And going back to the first one, I'm like, the first one is such a simple
story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
But this is what I was thinking, right? Because they didn't have a lot of they have majority of the main cast, right? They had the mom, of course, Lydia, the daughter, who was played by
Jenna Ortega.
Yeah, Jenna
Ortega.
Yeah. Well, I was talking about the mom first, then
Lydia was Winona Ryder. Her?
Yeah, Winona. Yep. And then Delia, I think that was the stepmom to Lydia, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was a stepmom. That's right.
Yeah. And basically they took away the mainlands, right? They took away the mainlands. Yep. They took away the father. If they had all the cast there, basically the story would have been completely different, because the whole reason why they came back is because the father death. So if they really had the whole cast there, unless they were going to kill off the father to begin with, I'm trying to figure out how would the plot go if they had the whole cast there, like the father, the mainlands themselves, because they said they passed on, and it seemed like there was a big part of like the first one, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I will say this, because I thought I heard about this. So like one of the big reasons the Maitlands aren't in this one is because they're ghosts, and ghosts don't age.
Don't age, yeah.
That's a good point. However, I don't know if you heard about. Well, there's a few things. I'm gonna explain why people are missing, right? Because I wanted to know.
Is it about the father?
There's him too. I looked up his stuff.
Me too.
And Otho, you know, I think that was his name, the big guy from the first one. Well, obviously, if anyone didn't know, I guess he passed away.
I didn't know.
Yeah, like some time back, I guess he like you know, died in real life. So that's why he's not back. Then the father, Charles, did you do research on him?
I did do research, yeah.
Bro, I was wondering, I'm like, why is he only like basically okay, yeah. Yeah, for anyone who didn't know, in the movie he gets eaten by a shark and his entire top half is just gone. The shark bit it all off. So all you see is basically like his legs and like his stomach, I guess.
And a little spine. That just shoot out blood. I think that's what you were talking from.
Yeah, and so it's like he talks, but like you don't see his face. And I was wondering, could they not get him back, or is he actually dead in real life too? And I looked it up, and I was like, damn. Turns out, you know, he dabbled in you know, having some photos of some, you know, naked boys or something, and I was like, oh shit.
I didn't know about all that. I thought it was like sexual harassment type of.
Yeah, so he had to like label as a sex offender, and I guess he retired, and he might have been blacklisted from Hollywood. So it's like, yeah, he's been out of the game for a long time, and I was like, oh god, I had no idea. I thought maybe he just died or something, or he just retired, one of the two.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to come back. Like a lot more than what you just said. I thought it was gonna be something like simple.
Yeah. When I was like, oh dude, it's like, you know, he's like, I don't know if he took pictures or whatever, but like when it like was like, oh, you know, like 14-year-old boy, like naked with a cowboy hat, and I was like, oh my god, dude. Yikes. That's some crazy stuff right there, man.
It is.
Yeah. So that's why that's why those people aren't back. If anyone wanted to know.
Right.
So
for the good riddance. For the two ghosts, it makes sense. But dang, I would really like to have them back though.
It would have been nice, but also I know like the first one, the first movie, it was Alec Baldwin, right?
Yeah, I know he got some trouble too.
Yeah. That's another thing too, is that he accidentally kind of killed someone.
Yeah.
So there's
that crow situation.
Yeah. So there's like him being in court, and like I feel like this so like it's been so long, and so many people are like getting into, or maybe not so many, but like some people are getting into situations, and it's like, damn.
Yeah.
Even if they could bring him back, should you? Are people gonna get mad about that?
Yeah.
Like obviously, like messing with little boys is like one thing, but like the other one, I know people are gonna be like, well, he should know, because I think he was like producing that movie, but like he accidentally, like, the gun misfired, or it had like some technical, not technical, but like something was wrong with the gun, so it actually shot something. But like it shouldn't have been like that. That's what I heard.
Right, but my point is like, I haven't been on an official movie set. We may have went to Full Sail and stuff like that, but do they have live guns, like really live guns on like set? Because if they do, like, you don't think that's problematic somehow? Like,
I thought don't know. I thought they were like always supposed to be like, fake guns, and maybe they're like guns that shoot blanks. That was my understanding. I thought, not saying I know, I thought it was like a prop gun that is supposed to fire a blank, but instead of firing a blank, it did shoot something. So I mean, however that, maybe something came loose or whatever it is. That's what I thought. Maybe I don't know what it really was. I don't think it was I don't think it was a real bullet. I'm just gonna say.
You remember Child Play 2 or something like that? Chucky 2.
Yeah, Child's Play 2.
Yeah, where he replaced the paintball
with real bullets.
Yeah, like,
I don't think it was like that. I mean, I hope it wasn't like that. I don't think it was like that.
Yeah, but if that's the case, then if you can like put a blank is just like a bullet without a shell in it, or maybe gunpowder.
Yeah, it's something that will like create the smoke and the sound, but like not actually fire off a projectile, to my understanding.
Right, and I have no understanding of it either. But like, if you
I don't do research on that.
Same. If you can use the blank, can you just replace it with a live round and it will still work?
I don't know. I have no idea. I assume. I have no idea, bro. I don't care to do a bunch of research on that, but I mean,
I haven't done no research on either. But like, I'm just like, what is the safety procedures on the film for this to happen? Like, because this happened with Brandon Lee, and then now I'm hearing Alex Baldwin in this thing. I'm like, Jesus. It seemed a little bit.
I don't know. Honestly, tough to say. I mean, I don't think it happens often.
Yeah.
I think it's just like something like, it's not supposed to shoot anything, but like something went wrong. Like it was designed, like maybe faulty. That's the term I was looking for. Something was faulty, and it accidentally shot a piece of, not a bullet, but like a piece of something.
Okay.
That's what I think happened.
Interesting.
So with my that's just my guessing without looking too deep into it.
Interesting. Okay. So, interesting. But let's get back to the movie.
So we just went over the story. So I mean, real quick, how do you feel about the first one?
I feel about the first one. I feel about the first one the same way I feel about the second one. It's an enjoyable movie. I didn't think too hard of it. I didn't think too I didn't, it was a fun, enjoyable movie. Yeah.
Okay. So you think you liked it?
Oh yeah, I definitely liked it. I had fun with it.
Okay, that's good. So I'm not gonna name any people, Markel, but I came across couple of strangers that saw one of their videos, and they never watched the first movie. They watched it for the first time, just kind of like how you did. And they did not seem to like the first one at all, like that much. They were like, I get it's a cult classic, but like, I'm confused or whatever about what's going on. And they gave it like a 5 out of 10 like rating. And I'm like, bruh, you motherfuckers. I'm like, that seems low to give it like an average rating.
Yeah.
So God, I don't know. I found that crazy. I wanted to bring that up with you too. I saved the video. Maybe I'll show you later. But just wanted to get your opinion because you saw it for the first time. So I wanted to know, like, is your mindset similar, or did you like it more than a 5 out of 10?
Right. Well, I believe there was a reason why I wasn't attracted to it as as a kid and stuff like that. And I mean, the reason's still kind of the same, but I did have fun with the movie. It was a wacky movie,
Yeah.
And
did you understand it?
Yeah. It was pretty simple premise. Nothing.
Simple. That's good.
Yeah.
Glad you agree.
Yeah. And Michael Keaton, he think he was amazing as BeetleJuice, man. It seemed like he was just having fun with it. Yeah, he was just having fun with it.
Yeah, no, for real. Then for the second movie, kind of curious to see what your thoughts are for that too. So, because you watched this one first,
right?
I feel like this one was probably more wild than the first one because it had a lot going on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what do you think in terms of like story, characters, stuff like that?
I like it. First of all, the first one, right? It was more comedy. I feel like this one had like a little smidge more of horror in there, right? For example, like there's the cleaning, the dry cleaner, right? The dry cleaner scene. Yeah.
What's his name? Danny DeVito?
Nah. Well,
in the second one, right?
Yeah, the second
one.
No.
The dry cleaner. Sorry, I thought you meant the floor sweeper.
Yeah.
The dry cleaning guy. Okay, I don't know who he is.
Danny DeVito. I thought it was like they would bring him back from the past. Like me watching it from the first time, the second one, I was like, but to find out Danny DeVito was never in the second one.
Yeah, he never was.
I mean, the first one, I was like, all right, cool. But I was happy to see Danny DeVito in there. But yeah, when the dry cleaner, right? Charles came in, he was
and then all the clothes,
and then grab that boy and sucked up all the soul, right?
Yeah.
I actually like Jesus.
Did you? Damn, interesting. I don't recall if that got me at all. I don't think I was. I don't think anything was too like, jump scary or creepy or anything like that. For the most part, I think I was watching it and having a good time.
Right, but also I'm scared of the cat. But anyway, but also the part when they they gave a little plot twist to where the boy, he's a ghost, but he murdered his family, and when the mother, spoiler alert, when the mother came in there and she saw the parents, and they all had the mother had the boy's mother had
was it like a stirring thing or not? It was was it a kitchen tool?
Yeah, it was a kitchen tool in her eye. Yeah, shoving her eye. The father that was
like a handsaw or like a buzzsaw or something.
Yeah, it was like a handsaw in the living room, and he turned and he had like a buzzsaw. And I was like, this kind of dark, like really dark. It switched.
Okay. Switching tones. Yeah,
switching tones. But then went right back to the wacky stuff like that. But I was like,
damn. I don't know if did you expect that twist at all?
Oh no, I didn't.
You know what? I don't think I did because they explained the rules like, hey, a ghost can't leave its area,
right?
Or else it goes to like Saturn's moon or whatever, like the sand pits and all that.
Right.
So because he was in the treehouse outside, I thought he was alive. So
same.
Yeah.
When did you figure out? Or did you figure out? Or?
When he floated.
Yeah.
When they revealed it, that's when I found out. I'm a bit of a monkey, I guess.
No, same. But I felt like if I had more knowledge, so like the Handbook of the Dead, he said that he found that in a yard sale and stuff like that. And I know like other like living people can like touch the handbook and stuff like that, but like I don't know, like it's a pretty big. They made it in the first one. They made it a pretty big deal to like, yo, don't let nobody steal your handbook. Your handbook is your basic license. Yeah, you need it. So I'm like, maybe I would have figured. Maybe I don't know. I don't. Yeah,
I kind of see what you're saying. I honestly thought that it was the Maitland's handbook. Like they moved on, they left their handbook behind, and basically it just got sold. That's what I was assuming. So I didn't think it was his.
Right. But yeah. That twist right there.
And the fact that he was a bad ghost and he murdered his own parents, I was like, oh yeah, that was
really bad. I want to know for what? Like Jesus, what you?
Right? Yeah. I mean, they could have. I'll be honest. I feel like the runtime was a little short. Same. I think it should have been like a 2-hour long movie, just to give more story and stuff like that.
Yeah. The thing is, they sent that boy to hell. I like, damn.
Yeah.
I like, yeah.
They make BeetleJuice seem pretty, for the most part, pretty strong. So I mean, he just like I gave you a fake stamp, like here, like have fun going to hell, and he just like opened a trap door to hell. Yeah, and I was like, oh, I guess Beetlejuice is pretty fucking strong, I guess, until you say his name 3 times.
Right, like probably in that own little realm and stuff like that. And so Bob, he wasn't a part of the first movie, right?
Bob, no.
Unless he was that little.
I think they showed like shrunken head people in the first one.
Yeah, only one time.
The person, you mean the person in the waiting room? I don't recall that guy having a name tag or anything. But like they showed his type of people before.
Right.
I think it's his first time being introduced, I think.
Yeah.
He was fun though. I liked him. What'd you think of Bob?
Bob, my favorite character. I was pissed off when he died.
Did you like that? Did you like that he could sweat on his head?
Yeah.
I like that detail.
Oh man.
How do you feel about him dying?
I'm pissed off. I like, just tell him where he is, Bob.
Yeah. Did you stay for like the beginning of the credits? Did you see his like little like rest in peace? Like I forgot what his year was. Like I think like 1300 something to 2024 or some shit like that. I was like, dude, he's really been alive and he just like is finally dead. I'm like, that's crazy. No, I feel like they did him dirty.
No, most definitely. I really like Bob. I kind of like all the little like worker minions in Beetlejuice. I mean BJ, my bad. BJ. Shop. How they all just like like they're just grown men with like little
shrunken head,
head and stuff like that. And their hands just be moving so funny. I really like that part.
Honestly, like just not even just those characters, just like for all the things in the movie. How'd you feel about the like design of all the like dead people?
Love it. I love it. Especially like if you like, as long as you don't take it serious, I think this is a really good movie. You know what I mean? Like ham it up. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to remember some of the dead people in the.
Yeah, I mean, like for example, the ex, Beetlejuice's ex. I mean, her. So super simple, but stapled.
Bro, that whole part when all her body parts like fell down and she literally put herself together.
Yeah, and stapled herself. Yeah,
really good. I really like that.
Yeah, pretty cool. I wouldn't say anything too crazy about like people like Danny DeVito. I think his is like an okay design. Yeah. You saw the first one, so like going back to then, the dude that was ran over on that was hanging.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
The guy that was like, yeah, basically flattened.
Yeah.
From a car running him over.
BeetleJuice boss, that lady, which she wasn't in that one. I'm assuming she not alive no more.
Oh yeah.
She died. She had her little her throat slit, right?
Throat slit,
and she was smoking, and she was
Smoke
like,
comes out.
Yeah, I like that. I really like that.
The details.
Like, the shark. There was a dude, like, so I believe, either somebody got eaten. Yeah, somebody got eaten with a shark too, right?
Yeah, and the bottom half.
Yeah, the bottom half.
Yeah,
and it was just
Charles was the top half.
Yeah,
the surfer dude was his legs were eaten.
Yeah. And I like that. I like that part.
Yeah, I don't know the story about the like some of the other ones they showed, like in the waiting room. The guy with the hot dogs, he choked from like a hot dog eating contest, is what I think it was.
Yep. I like that too.
There was the one with the I think it was like a magician trying to do a trick. The guy in the glass box that was like chained up with water filled in it.
Oh yeah.
I think that might be a reference to I think that might be a reference to the actual magician who tried that shit, where he like I think he tried to like get out of something underwater, and I think he failed. So I think he actually died. That might be a reference.
Interesting.
I'm trying to think of like what other ones that I could think of. How about this one? Let me know what you think. The guy that looked like Santa Claus, that looked burnt up. My thoughts are, I think it was someone who dressed up as Santa Claus, who was gonna go down the chimney, but the fireplace was lit. So yeah, he burned alive in the chimney.
I really like that one. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was like,
because he had presents.
No other way.
Yeah, because I was like, I thought maybe he was a robber, but he actually had presents. So I was like, oh, maybe he was like a dad trying to like go the extra mile. Like, oh, I'm gonna come down the chimney. The fireplace is lit, and he just fucking burned alive.
I kind of like this place because like it don't matter what you do, you gonna be in this waiting room. It's kind of funny.
One more,
but
Willem Dafoe.
Oh,
like Willem Dafoe. Yeah.
Gotta keep it real.
The
Wolf Jackson. Yeah.
I honestly, like, obviously, you know, it looks a little like fake, I guess, but like it's like a stylized fake. You know what I mean?
Tim Burton's style is so. I think it, bro. I like when directors have their own little style, and his style is just so unique, bro. It's so gothic. It's so fantasy, dark fantasy like.
Yeah.
He have a unique style.
Yeah, and kind of it's I'd say cartoony.
Cartoony,
like, they don't look realistic like Dead. It's like some of them are kind of like kind of goofy Dead. You know what I mean? So I like that a lot. I think his style is honestly pretty cool, and I think that helps elevate the film like so much.
Right. Even the father, he was he had all them piranhas on his.
Oh my god!
I was
body. Like, yeah, no, I get it. It's goofy, but I was like, dude, why is the fish like pick him off?
No,
but I get it. I will say there was one that was like in his neck.
Yeah.
Like actually in it, and I was like, oh, dude, that's so gross.
Yeah.
But yeah, the piranha's all moving. It's a fun practical effect or whatever. So
most definitely.
Speaking of practical, how do you feel about them? Dude, there's so much practical effects. I don't know if you noticed. Just an example, like one of my favorite ones I think was, you know, the girl, they called her the soul sucker when she was like taking souls. Not her like sucking the soul, like that's like, you know, probably like CGI or whatever. But like when they shrink, like it's a real like thing shrinking or whatever.
I
love that so much, dude.
I love that so much. And even like the little end result when them just fall into the ground and their eyes and mouth is on, and it's just like
it looks like a freaking like just like a costume they just like threw on the floor or something.
Yeah. It was I really like that.
I love that everything looks real.
Facts.
So even if it looks like cartoony or whatever, like Bob.
And I feel like for this movie effect, that would help it out. If they did like CGI and stuff like that, like CGI, I feel like it would take away from the 80s of it. Or was it made in the 80s?
80s, yeah.
Yeah, the 80s of it. And It really did. It really did help that movie out. Let me ask you: did you feel like Lydia, that's the mom, that she had enough PTSD about BeetleJuice?
Like,
did that make sense?
Do I think she had enough PTSD to like how she like kept seeing visions of him and she was like, oh God, like that, you mean?
Yeah, she was super anxious and super like, oh my gosh, I can't take it no more. BeetleJuice, I see him everywhere. Because I felt like in the first movie, yeah.
She was chill. She was chill about dead people. She was like, oh, like, you guys are dead?
Right.
Cool. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Right.
No, I don't think she was justified. No, I think to be honest, I think she should just be like, she should just be cool with seeing dead people.
Right.
In my eyes.
Even then, I don't even think in the first one, right? Because I'm fresh. I literally just saw the first one this morning, right?
Yeah.
So it's fresh in my mind. Like even with the little encounter with BeetleJuice, there was really nothing that like shouldn't make her
like scared.
That scared of her. That scared of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah. So I didn't feel like that was justified after watching the first one. I was like, dang, what did BeetleJuice do to the girl? Right?
Try to marry her, I guess. Actually, wait, hold that thought for just a second. I've been hearing this just now. I don't know what you think about this. I've been hearing that people, maybe not a lot, I've just heard it, that some people want Lydia and BeetleJuice to end up together.
Excuse me?
What is your thoughts on that shit?
Why? That's my thought.
So not the first one, because I think, maybe the first one, maybe she's a little too young. But the second one, now she's older. Do you think that ship should sail at all?
No. No.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, I don't see the chemistry there for that. I don't think.
Whoever agree with that and believe in that, please check who you dating. If he even resembles BeetleJuice, just go to therapy. Just find out, I mean,
I've seen it more than once.
But why? Why?
I don't know.
Like, I mean, I don't think there was no chemistry. Give me the lore behind why they should be together. Tell me why it should make sense.
Because he really likes her, I guess.
Ain't he doing it because he wanna come back to the limit? Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's not like a chemistry like, oh, I love you. It's like, hey Lydia, you're my green card. Get me over there. I want to go over to that side.
That's a good I like it.
Yeah. So it's he doesn't like her. He's just trying to use her in my eyes.
Yeah, I'm not for it. I'm definitely not for it. What's your thought?
I don't like it. No. I'm not a fan of it. I think it's I don't know. I'm trying to picture it happening. Like, okay, what if they did get together? Like, she said she would marry him again in the film. Spoilers. Like if she did actually go through with it, what happens? Like, she lives in the real world with him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like where does that go?
Right.
It sounds odd. And to be honest, I think BeetleJuice, he needs to stay dead. Like he has to stay in the afterlife for this to be fun, and for it to make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down with that. If they do make a third one, they is gonna complete his little goal. They gotta find a way to bring him back. I can see that happen.
Yeah, maybe if they go for it. Yeah. I actually do want to bring up a couple of things. Question: do you have like anything like? Not like a list, but call it a list. Fuck it. Do you have like a list or anything that like you're thinking about that like you want to bring up about the movie? I've got like a couple of things that I want to talk about.
I'm going off from the dome, man. Like I didn't really write nothing down. What you got?
All right. So I just want to say, I think the movie was fun. So I'm not shitting on it. Just want to mention some things that I wasn't a huge fan of. I like the movie. I'm just saying that. So we already talked about the movie being kind of having too much going on in a short, short little like runtime.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that I thought was a little weird, I noticed that did you care to get BeetleJuice's backstory? It's a little weirder for you because you're just seeing, like, you saw the second one first.
Right.
In the first one, he had no backstory. It was just, he's just Beetlejuice. He's a mystery.
I would have cared more if it was a better backstory. I just.
You think it was lackluster?
It kind of was to me.
Yeah. It felt weird to see him in, like, as a human, like, oh, I lived during the Black Plague or whatever the fuck it was.
Right.
Seemed weird to see him not in Beetlejuice form. And it wasn't a super. And here's one of the things that also was weird to me. I love Beetlejuice. I felt like his screen time was like weird. Like that entire, like maybe it's just the joke I'm not getting, but like that entire like backstory, he narrated it in a different language or whatever.
Oh yeah, in like Spanish or something like that, or like
German? And I was like, damn, and that was a long backstory too. That shit went on for minutes. And I was like, damn, his entire like time, he's like not speaking in his own voice. And I noticed too that some of the other times that he showed up, he's always like singing. And obviously when he sings, it's not in his own voice. So it's like, you're not getting like Beetlejuice. You're getting like Beetlejuice, like, like being a like pantomiming or some shit like that, if that makes sense. Which is a little less fun to me. I want to see Beetlejuice be like, whoa, hey, like, like I want to see him like act goofy, not like him like, and like, fake sing and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was, I get it was fun the first time, at least the first time he sang. I will say this, that this is another thing that I want to bring up. I felt the end was a little lackluster with like the singing took over the entire. Dude, it was like a full song, by the way. The ending took like it was a full song and it like conquered the ending. So like it was less acting and it was more like, song
musical type of
pantomiming and everyone's just kind of dancing.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I felt a little like it was too much of that.
I agree because I still think the problem going back to the short runtime, too much stuff is happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you think it needs more.
Like even with the villain, the soul sucker girl, his ex,
she had like
she
nothing
died.
Going on.
Yeah, like she literally died. Yeah, that's it.
Dude, no, I was telling the people that I watched it with like that. I was like, she shows up and they're like, oh, and this is if this is the story, it's cool. His Beetlejuice's ex is coming out to hunt him down and kill him. Cool, sure. She like you see her for like a few seconds, like finding people. Where's Beetlejuice? Sucks their soul up, moves on. And then at the very end, she finds Beetlejuice like trying to get married. And she like walks up, basically stands there the entire time until a sandworm comes and eats her up.
Right.
And I was like, damn, that was the big villain.
Exactly.
It was lackluster as shit, bro.
Oh my gosh.
So I think that was like one of my biggest issues is that like I felt she did fucking nothing.
Right. No, same. Cause I thought she was gonna be a threat. I thought she was, man.
But
I thought I was gonna see like some wacky.
Yeah.
No, she very amazing design and stuff. Like like I said, when she put her whole body back together, I thought
that was a cool scene. Yeah.
Even when she took the little wedding dress, stuck all the white out of it, and wore it, I was like, yo, that's fire. But at the end, when she literally died and did nothing, I was like, I thought they were gonna do a whole wacky battle, like cartoon battle. Yeah.
Yeah, but guess what? They could have, and it could be a short battle. That like 3 or like however long that song was, that like 3-minute song, take 2.5 minutes off that damn song. Use that 2.5 minutes for like a little like short goofy battle or something. You know what I mean? Like it's I feel like it was all song. She showed up, nothing happened, and it's like Beetlejuice, and he just blows up, and it's like You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
True.
like in the first one, there was like, I know it wasn't like anything amazing, but like when Beetlejuice showed up and he's like, let's get married. He like shows up, attacks people, like does the carnival thing. Where he's like, "Stip, Brad, up," and he fucking, he makes little hammer fists and he like
Yeah.
knocks them into the ceiling.
Yeah.
He ends up, doing the whole thing where I don't recall her name, but the one of the Maitlands, the girl ghost was like, Beetlejuice, and he like,
Oh yeah.
is like
Zipper.
and he fucking does the like zipper thing. She
Yeah.
undoes it, Beetlejuice, and fucking
Hit it with a.
he's like, he strike, and he fucking throws it. So it's like the entire time he's like trying to get married, but he's trying to fight off everyone else.
Right.
The husband tries to show up and he's like, take a hike, and it fucking teleports him away. Then he comes back with the little miniature truck and crashes. It's like it crashes into him. The whole teeth thing, like Beetlejuice, and snaps out the fucking jaw and starts dancing to like. There's more, like there's so much more happening in that finale versus this one. It was I feel like it was just dance.
Yeah. Even the SWAT team, they came in, literally got frozen.
They're frozen.
Yeah, like
freeze, and they're just like, okay, we'll freeze until the end of the movie.
Exactly, and then the way they defeated him was basically the daughter. I guess she read the book. She had enough time to read the book and said, "Yo, basically he did something that he wasn't supposed to, so your contract is null and void." And I was like,
yeah,
what?
Yeah, right. It felt lackluster is what that was.
Yeah. Give it more time, bro. Give it more time and ham up the wackiness, man. That would have been.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. So no, I'm with you on that. I feel like those are my biggest complaints. So
I do have to say, I know you felt like the musical little thing, the music section, took up a lot of time. I did like the music. I did like the music section. Was it better than the first one? No, but
the first one was good.
It was really good. But seeing what's her name? Wednesday. The daughter.
Yeah, Jenna Ortega. Yeah, her.
Yeah, Jenna. Astrid. Right. Seeing her dance, and then you remember she had a little dance scene in Wednesday.
Yeah.
She could dance. She can really dance. Like, I don't know. I like the whole dance scene, the whole little choreograph and stuff.
Or put it like this: I'm thinking, and like, if it's the same runtime, what can you like swap out?
Cut out, yeah.
Fine. If you don't do that, keep in the songs, but then increase the runtime, and then like give a battle scene at the end where they act wacky and try to like fight each other. Do more with the SWAT team, maybe, if you want. Flesh out the villain or whatever. Like, make it more. I honestly think they gave more screen time to Astrid's like villain, if you want, like the boyfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like he had more like stuff going on for him than the Beetlejuice's ex.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's crazy.
Weird,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You're right. Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah. It was weird. I like the Soul Train. But they pass on. It was actually like soul. Every time Beetlejuice said it, and he said Soul Train, and it was people dancing in the Soul Train line. I think that was a funny joke.
No, I get it. It was question though, for that Soul Train scene, did you read the destinations on the board?
Nah, what did it say?
It was basically, I mean, it makes sense, obviously. Maybe it's not that crazy, but like, it was like, like to the, pearly gates or whatever. God, it didn't say hell. It said like, maybe it did say hell. It was something like basically saying like, the pearly gates, hell. It might have had purgatory on there. I think it was basically like 4 different destinations. And I thought it was interesting that they were like basically saying, heaven, hell. I think purgatory was up there, something like that. So it was kind of a cool, like, I don't want to say Easter egg, but like a cool like detail that they actually had like destinations for the Soul Train to go to.
Yeah, I didn't catch that. That's nice catch. I like that.
Yeah, thought it was cool. A little interesting.
Okay, interesting.
And it is time for our trivia. So, do you want to go ahead and start with the first one?
Yeah. So trivia I found is while the mainlands didn't appear, which was two couple in the first one, you can spot their small figurine of them in the river trench in the model up at the house in the opening scene. So basically you can see them in the river. You can see the two small figurines in the river. Basically like how it was in the first one, how they died in the
I saw that. I saw the car was flipped upside down in the water. So I noticed that my first time watching it. So I think that was pretty cool.
Right. Me, I did not. I didn't even know. But let me say this. I did like view. I like the eye view of the town, and then it transitioned into the model. I did like that.
Yeah. Question. Okay, so since you're bringing that up, I didn't notice. Did you notice? Because I noticed the town was real at first. Did you notice the transition, or was it just like a clean transition and you didn't notice?
I noticed the transition in the first one, but in the second one, I did not notice.
Yeah. The second one is what I'm talking about, because I saw like, I'm like, is it the model town like in the first one?
Yeah.
Like I see cars driving,
moving. Yeah, I see cars.
Yeah, so I'm like,
moving
nah, it's not. Yeah. Then at some point, I don't know when it like transitions, and then it started looking fake. Like the cows were fake.
Right.
Yeah, and I was like, wait, no, it's the model town. What the fuck? They did. Yeah, you're right. They did some transition in there.
Yeah.
So they're pretty good. They're pretty good with their editing.
Yeah.
So here's my trivia. So Tim Burton stated he was done making movies until he directed the first 4 episodes of Wednesday. So that TV show, to my knowledge, is pretty popular. I didn't watch it. Which prompted him to reassess the original BeetleJuice and its potential for a sequel. So I didn't know he was done making movies, or he said he was.
Right.
So here we are now. He made another one. So against his word.
Right. Hey, A1 for Wednesday though. I did not watch it as well.
But I know that dance was popular.
It was popular. I might actually watch it just to see if they have like the little Tim Burton little flair to it.
I think it. Yeah, I think it does. I think people like that. Like, you know, a little creepiness and all that. Like Jenna Ortega as Wednesday is like people like that. They're eating it up. Which is fair. So that creepiness, that design, people liking it, like probably sparked the Beetlejuice too. It makes sense.
Fire. A1. We need it. Well, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So for my second one, all right. So basically, I picked this trivia, just coming from the lore of the first one, because basically, when they was at the dinner table, Orthos, which was the interior decorator guy, he said that basically, you know what they say about people who do suicide. If you do suicide, then you basically come back as a civil worker in the afterlife, right? And basically, in the first movie, all that, you know, held true. The main girl who was at the receptionist, she cut her wrist. She was the receptionist,
like the green girl. Yeah.
Yep. Beetlejuice boss, that old lady, I believe she slit her throat. Right.
Suicide.
The guy who was flat and stuff like that. Maybe he jumped in front of a car or something like that. Took his own life.
Could be.
Who knows? But them two examples, I was like, okay, they followed up with it. So the trivia I found is one of the newspaper BeetleJuice is reading has a short article with a headline about ghosts whose deaths were incorrectly assigned as suicide. This would explain why Beetlejuice was poisoned, and Richard, who was the father of Lydia, who was the husband of Lydia and the father of Astrid, who was eaten by piranha, were assigned to work in the afterlife bureau when neither of them killed themselves.
Yeah. So they were incorrectly assigned.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. That's like a weird like it's like a lore fact, you know? So
I think like if you really think about it, like it makes sense. And like even the writers or the director, whoever, like they pulled that little factoid out and like
they
made
brought it back.
Yeah. I really like that.
Yeah, it's interesting. I did catch that for the first one where like he said that like, oh, like, you know, if you commit suicide, they become civil workers. I thought it was like a bad joke because they're like, ha 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 ha, and I'm like, that wasn't funny.
Right.
But like, yeah, the fact that it comes back is interesting. I didn't see that newspaper article. I'll be real with you.
Not me.
So that is interesting trivia. So I like that. All right, I didn't tell you this one before. I'm hoping you didn't read it. I want to know your thoughts for this. So Christopher Walken was originally offered the role of Wolf Jackson before it was given to Willem Dafoe. What is your thoughts about that? Would you like to see Christopher Walken as that guy?
Are you serious?
Yeah, Christopher Walken.
I don't even know if I can do an impression of him, but there's some type of way that that.
Yeah, him. Like, would you like to see him as the actor?
Hell no, he's old ass. No.
Oh, you think he's too? So you think he's too old?
Willem Dafoe had that type of,
Hey, I'll be honest. I thought Willem Dafoe was, I think he's getting to that age where he's getting a little bit older. I thought in the movie he looked pretty damn good. Like actually, like he seemed pretty like younger.
But think about it. Not too long ago, did we not see him as a normal fucking up Peter Parker? I'm talking about doing wrestling movies and whatnot. Like
true.
He be he be jumping. He got a little spunk in him.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But I saw Christopher Walken this year in Dune Part 2. And
is he looking rough?
he was
acting?
No, he wasn't. I mean, yeah, he was acting, but I don't know. I don't know if he can move like. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think didn't William Dafoe break through the glass too, or did he just come through the door? No, he did because.
Yeah, but I mean, if he breaks through a window, I mean that could be a stunt double.
Could be. It could be.
So I gotta look at. I haven't seen Christopher Walken in a while, but like, okay, if he was younger, do you think you like him in that role, or do you think you'd rather have Willem Dafoe?
I have Willem Dafoe.
I think I might be on the same page as you, but I wouldn't. I'd like to see what Christopher Walken would do, but maybe it could work. I think it'd be funny if, like, know.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. So, with that being said, did you have any more trivia?
Yeah, I have one more. Uno más. This trivia, despite receiving top billing and being the title character, Michael Keaton has a total of 14 minutes of screen time. And I just think it's funny, since, he is like the title character, that we really don't see him that often. But I think it's add to his character. You know what I mean? Like, we get a little...
Yeah, you said he was the top billed actor, right?
Yep, top billing.
That is a little crazy to like
it's crazy.
Be in there for 14 minutes and get paid the most out of everyone. But I mean, he literally makes the movie. Without him, it wouldn't be the same.
You're right. And I think the more you take him away, the more you see him. So I think it works. They did it for the first movie as well. Because I was like, damn. What BeetleJuice said. But yeah, I think it works.
Do you like that he has like little screen time?
Yeah, because
yeah.
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say because I saw an interview with Michael Keaton where he was basically saying like, the first movie, he was only in there for a little bit, and the second one, they wanted to not do that problem where like the sequel they try to like go all in on BeetleJuice and it like flops because it's too much. So they were like, let's keep it the same where we put him in like for a little bit and try to keep the same formula basically. So that's why he's in it for not like all the film, just like some of it.
And I think it works. I think, yeah, they did a good job with like keeping the formula, keeping him not too, because he is zany, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that we can't, having too much of a zany character is a bad thing because Deadpool. But
you're right.
Like you said, his character makes the movie.
How would you rate it? The second one, and would you add it to your collection?
Okay, so you're hating on the guy for giving it 5, right?
I think 5 is fucking correct. Well, no. The first one he gave a 5. The second one, he actually said that the second one was a lot better. He liked the second one way better than the first.
Interesting. Yeah, I give it 6. I give the second one a 6. Like I said, I'm not really attracted to these type of movies, but it was a fun movie. And 6 to me, if you know my rating system, is good. 6 is good. I enjoyed the movie. I don't think it was a great movie, but it was definitely fun. Where I had, I enjoyed. The cinema. Yeah.
So then, are you adding it to your collection or nah?
Yeah. It's a fun ass movie. Yeah.
Real quick, what's your rating for the first one?
6. Same.
Okay, so you think it kept the same energy? So 6.
Kept the same energy. Yeah, I enjoyed the first one. Well, maybe I might give it because I did like that it was Ghost trying to kick out the living.
Mm-hmm.
I might give the old one a 7. I might give the old one, and then like, so the two. But we can discuss this if they bring a third one, and we can do a franchise review on this.
Mm-hmm.
We can discuss all this, but I would like to say I did like in the first one how the Mainlands basically couldn't have a child, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these people moved in, and the daughter did not like didn't like either the mother, and kind of didn't like the father, even though that's her biological father.
Yeah.
And at the end, it seemed like they kind of like adopted each other. I did kind of like that. So yeah, to be honest, I might give it a 7.
It's a little low, but that's all right.
Hey man. I'm not like everybody else.
You're right. All right. With that being said, I think there was heart put into the second one for sure.
Mm.
I don't think it was perfect. God damn. And I really like the things they did. The practical effects, the stylization. Dude, I feel like, I'll give this one an 8. I'll give it an 8. I think it was like I said, not perfect, but I think it was fun, and it's super stylized. I think it's it's so unique. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'll give it an 8. I think that's fair. I think the first one, it's gotta be better than the first. I think I gotta give it. Dude, you know what? Fuck it. I'll give it a 10. Fuck it, man. I think it's a fun ass movie. I think, yeah, right.
What?
Cause like for an 80s movie, it's what's up,
Yeah.
I don't think I would correct a bunch of stuff. Like, obviously like maybe like some of the CGI doesn't, or like some of the effects doesn't look completely realistic now, but like it's still, for an 80s movie, I think it's totally fine. So I think that might be one of the, either a 9 or a 10, just 10 for personal preference. So I enjoyed it.
Is this your first 10?
It might be. No, it's my first 10, I think.
I might have to look at the Wolverine and Deadpool, but I think it's your first 10.
Oh, I don't think what the hell did I give that one?
You either gave it.
I'll go back and look at that one. That one was a fun movie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I feel like that one should be a freaking 10. That was a really fucking fun movie.
No, for
real.
I
don't think I gave it a 10. I feel like I should. It's 10. I think it should be 10.
No, you can't go back.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and watch it and see what I said. But that movie was really fucking funny.
With that being said, what you added to your collection, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I'm with that. Right. And that concludes this stop, but the voyage isn't over. Catch us next time where we talk about Afraid. I'm your captain, Christian Kane.
I'm your captain, Markel Fennell. Catch you on the next one.